Hello guys, and welcome to another video. This video I'm going to be speaking about my Hostin deck called the Mønster Energy, and the reason for the name is because Mønster Energy is has this M as icon, which in Hebraic is 666, meaning Satan. You know, 666 is Satan's number, and this deck actually used to be called 666, but I remade it, so now I renamed it Mønster Energy. Okay, so basically the overall philosophy of the deck is that it is a demon deck, like it focuses on having demons, and just makes use of a lot of the new cards that I found cool. So I'm just going to take top Mortal card, a pretty simple card. You know, most Warlocks do take simply because it's really strong. It's basically +1 in worth if you can get that card draw. Power Overwhelming, you know, I mean this card isn't necessary for the deck, but it's quite useful because for finishing and also for, you know, I use the Void Caller, so you could just buff that up and, you know, hit your enemy in the face if you want to get like an early Mal'Ganis or something. And there's a Flame Imp. Now, a Flame Imp again isn't really necessary, but I like it. It's my favorite 1-drop for the Warlock. I also have the Void Walker, but you know, getting one of these turn 1 can, you know, mean a lot for the game if you're the person that starts. Void Walker is, you know, more or less self-explanatory. It's really good card. It's a 1 for a 1 free, which already is quite incredible, and it has Taunt, so it's like more or less a brick wall for 1 mana, which is pretty great. Dark Bomb is a new card, 2 mana, 3 damage. I think it's, you know, it's a Warlock's Smite / Arcane Shot. It's quite good for direct damage ability. And I also have some more, which I'll talk about later. I have Demon Fire. You don't use it a lot for deal 2 damage to a minion, but it's still useful. The primary use of this card is, you know, buffing up your minions, especially Mistress of Pain, which I can just speak about now. Mistress of Pain is whenever this minion deals damage, just all that much health to your hero, which synergizes really well with Demon Fire, and also Demon Heart, which is the same except 5/5. And actually also Power Overwhelming. You can Power Overwhelming it for 4 extra instant heal to your hero. Video Sense Demons is pretty much just, you know, card draw. 3 mana, 2 demons. It's specific card draw, so it's when you're lone minions, you can just use it. And then you get minions. Implosion. Implosion is, in my opinion, one of the best cards for Warlock at all, because, I mean, sure, you can get the 2 damage, 1/1 imps, which then makes it pretty shitty. But you can also get lucky and get that 4 damage, which is, you know, worth more or less 4 mana, maybe a little bit less, maybe it's only really worth 3 mana because you have Shadow Bolt for exchange, but you know, 4/1/1 minions can be really useful, especially if you have something like Mal'Ganis up, Mal'Ganis, which increases them all with +2/+2, so you suddenly have like 4 3/3s instead. I have 1 Shadow Flame. The reason I only have 1 is because this is, you know, more or less a swarm deck, because it focuses on minions, so usually you won't really have a problem with board clear. However, I have 1 of them because in the late game it can be quite useful, and you can combo that with Molten Giant. And the reason you don't need to have 2 of them is because you don't really need them early game anyway, and you'll probably end up drawing it anyway towards the late game. Void Caller is also really great because you can get like Dread Infernal or Mal'Ganis out with it. Sometimes I also get Lord Darkraze out with it, which is, you know, can be annoying, but also can be really great. Like turn 5 of 3/15 for free is like pretty good, and you can buff it up with the Demon Heart, so you actually have like an 8/20 instead, which is, you know, pretty good. Dread Infernal, the primary use of this card is, you know, for the Void Caller, because 6/6 is really big minion for free. But it's also the 1 damage to all other characters can be quite useful, because you can combo it up with your other board clear abilities like Demon Fire or Dark Bomb to, you know, finish off. Also, if, you know, you get really unlucky with Implosion and need 1 more damage, you can just play Dread Infernal. Extraction, now, another card that isn't really necessary to the deck, however, I find it to be quite useful, since, you know, you often do get quite low health in the longer games, against stuff like, you know, priests or rogues. I'm actually going to show you a game in a moment where I end up saving myself, like, really close with Extraction. Lord Darkraze is, you know, really strong card. It's basically, if you're low health, if you're like less than 15 health, it's even better, because it's basically heals you, and in addition to that you get a free 8 weapon and an overpowered hero power, so, you know, but even better, you know, if you're really low health, if you're like, let's say you have free health left, you use it. It's basically a 12 heal for free, more or less, because, I mean, the idea that you get a better hero is definitely worth 9 mana. Mal'Ganis is really strong too in a demon deck, obviously. It's 9/7 for 9, which you can say is, you know, not best. It's probably worth 8 mana at best, the stats. However, the fact that it gives your other demons plus purpose too, just, you know, if you have 1 minion now, 1 demon, it's already worth it. And it also gives your hero immune, which, you know, save your ass like game. Molten Giant, also not really necessary. You could exchange or consider that, one of them, for a Shadow Flame. However, I do prefer to have 2 Molten Giants, because when you do get to the late game, you can just give them out for free and then play low directs afterwards, something like that. Yep, so that was the explanation of the deck itself. I will show you a game where I play with this deck, so please enjoy. There you go, you can see I'm playing against the Rogue, and I get a pretty shitty start hand. I've got Sense Demon Mortal Coil, so you know I keep that. Sense Demon is really good to start with, because it's card draw, Error the Demons, and Mortal Coil is always good to have because it's, you know, really, really overpowered. I'm pretty unlucky with the other 2 cards though. However, we'll see how that turns out in a moment. Hate slow opponents, worst thing ever. But yeah, the idea is basically that our strategist has to be kept until the end of the game, and power overwhelming can be used for various things without this game. It's a really slow start from both of our sides because, you know, he plays a Miracle Rogue, and I have a pretty shitty start hand. So it's quite an interesting game. I like drawing crosses on the screen, of course. Also, that's like my favorite greeting. First greet and then threaten. It's best of a hunter because you can be like, "Greetings, traveler. I will hunt you down." As you see there, I just got Shadow Flame, which is also useless. I don't have a single minion on my hand, which is kind of annoying. If I draw another Power Overwhelming, I choose the Hero Power. I was considering to coin some demons, which, you know, looking back, I should have done, but I didn't know that. Because I didn't get any demons from drawing. An explosion would be great if the enemy actually played something, but he doesn't. He just keeps on hero powering and hitting me in the face. So again, I could be like, I could sense demons, but that calls me to overdraw this next turn, so I could hero power. But then again, I need some minions. So you know what I do is sense demons and then I just coin, so that I don't overdraw next turn. And here I'm sitting again. I still don't have a single thing to play. And we look at my hand. The only minions I have is 6 mana, 9 mana, and I only have 4 next turn. The rest of the spells can only be used on minions. So like sitting there waiting, thinking I could hero power, but that would, you know, be 100% pointless, since I just overdraw, be useless. So, you know, I just decide to end turn. My opponent hasn't done anything either yet, which is why this is quite funny. So he finally plays a Violent Teacher, and I'm like, yes, I can play Implosion on it. So as to get rid of my stuff, and maybe actually even get some minions out. I sadly lose a Void Walker, which I would have loved to have, but I didn't get it. So I Implosion Mortal Coil it, and get my Void Walker. Sorry, it's not a Void Walker, it's, what's it being called? I don't remember. Oh well. So he, Phantom Knight is probably like one of the best Phantom Knights I've ever seen. Except, you know, the spell damage ones. You know, if he had played that first, it would have all been 2/2s. It would have been even better. But it's Void Caller, that's what it's called. So, you know, I played the Void Caller. I could, I'm pretty sure I could play the Dread Infernal, but it's kind of pointless. So I just play the Void Caller because, you know, I can get the Dread Infernal out for free and don't need the 1 damage to anything. Actually, that's untrue. The other thing I could have done is Dread Infernal, and then wait next turn on Mortal Coil his minion. And I'm really annoyed there because he saps it, and I'm like, no, I finally got minion out, and then he removes it. My hand is full. I lose Demon Heart, which is really annoying because Demon Heart is a really, really strong card. So, you know, I Dread Infernal Mortal Coil just because that's basically the only decent play I could do that turn. And I get my Melganus. So, no, it's not, yeah, it's Melganus, that's what it's called, not Melgos. And he plays a Dr. Boo. And I'm like, okay, what are the options? I can Dread Infernal, hit him. No, that's too boring. So, you know, I power overwhelming my Dread Infernal, hit him in the face, and then Shadow Flame it. And again, looking back, maybe playing the other Dread Infernal and then then just hitting it would have been better. Since I would have taken less damage, but you know, it worked out, so it was okay. I could have also played the Molten Giant there, which was definitely stupid. I was thinking like, oh damn it, I should have played the Molten Giant. But it did really end up making a lot of a difference. So you know, he double SI7 agents, and I'm like, oh shit, I only have 6 HP. What do I do to survive this? And let's see what I come up with. Indeed, I do play Darkraze, and I'm pretty sure I hit one of them away, which you know makes good sense since it's a 3/3 hit me for free, and if I hit it, I still take 3 damage, but in the end it'll be less damage. Says it in here, okay, can you find 8 damage? Yeah, he probably can. So I'm quite excited to see what happens. You know, I both have Melganus and Darkraze on my hand, so I do have some different things that I can do so as to survive. However, there's a chance he'll kill me. So you know, he kills all my minions, and even destroys my weapon. And I'm like, oh damn, the guy's 1 damage from lethal. So I survived with 1 health, and I'm like, okay, I'll try some Melganus. If I play Melganus, nah, he'll just kill Melganus, hit me in the face. I have to play Darkraze, the only way I can survive. So you know, I do that. And I have 1 mana left. I'm thinking, okay, the only thing I can do is play the Voidwalker. Besides, it's a taunt. So I'll have to hit that away, which increases my chance of surviving. It means he has to find 8 damage, which is, you know, quite much more than if he only had to find 5 if I hadn't played the Voidwalker. So, you know, to my surprise, or not surprise, annoyance, he plays Big Game Hunter. And here I pretty much only have 1 opportunity for surviving another turn. And because I luckily draw Demon Fire, otherwise I would have lost the game there. Okay, no, not guaranteed. I could have, of course, played Melganus, and he would have hit it away for 7-3, and he would have had 7 damage to hit me in the face. However, he would only have to find 1 direct damage, you know. You probably can, as a rogue. This way he has to find 4, which is, you know, pretty much more. He could have had, you know, a shiv or something. Shoot me in the face. I'll be dead. So it hits me, I'm like 4 health, okay, let's see, can he find 4 damage? I'm quite excited again here. This is one of the most close games I've ever had, where I really make use of all of my late game resources, just so as to win, you know, really close. And you know, I'm like, okay, I can use my last mana for power overwhelming, I could hit him in the face with it, but then maybe he could like kill Melganus, and I wouldn't win next turn. So, you know, I keep it. However, on the other side, you know, the chances that he'll remove both of my minions, and then I'll only survive with 1 HP and not really have a chance to win next turn. So, you know, this is basically the moment of truth. Now, the odds are he maybe can kill Melganus some way, you know, assassinate, or maybe he can, you know, backstab, and shiv, and maybe he draws like Eviscerate or something like that, and he can kill it, which is, you know, possible. What he does is, well, he played Furies and then Eviscerates, as I said before, to kill it. And he's probably thinking, oh yes, I can survive another turn, but no, you can't, because I have power overwhelming. In this case, the fact that I, you know, get my power overwhelming was good, because otherwise he may have not thought he could survive, and would have found maybe, possibly another way to get rid of both minions, but he doesn't, so I end up winning. So So yeah, basically that was it. That was my guide to the Monster Energy deck. Thanks for watching, and have some fun with the deck if you like to try it. Thanks for watching from Darkraze from Zeus&Poseidon, if you didn't figure from my voice, and have a great day.